everyone. In our earlier video, we have seen the conversion of a number into a decimal number system. In this video, we are going to see conversion of decimal number to other number system, that is the binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. So what we actually need to do for this conversion, that we are going to study. Okay, so first of all, suppose we have a decimal number. It may be in the combination of integer and fractional part, or simply the integer part, or simply the fractional part. Okay, so first of all, if suppose it is having only the integer part, what we need to do? First thing what we need to do is we need to divide the integer of the decimal number by the base of the number system, which is to be converted. Okay, what we need to do? We need to divide the decimal number by the base of the number at which we convert the number. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, we need to jot down the remainder and the quotient. Okay, and we need to continue to divide the quotient by the base until the quotient becomes 0. Okay, and we need to note down the remainder from each step. So what we need to do over here? We need to divide the quotient, okay, we need to divide the quotient until it becomes 0. Okay, and then the third and the last step is we need to jot down the list of remainder values in reverse order and find the equivalent of the integer part. Okay, so how can we write this? As we need to list the remainder part, list the remainder in reverse order. Okay, so this is the things we need to do for the integer part. Okay, and suppose we have fractional part along with this, then what we need to do for the fractional part? First thing for the fractional part we need to do is we need to multiply the fractional part of the decimal number by the base of the number system in which the decimal number is to be converted, and we need to note down the carry generated in this multiplication. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to multiply the fractional part by the base of the number system in which the decimal number is. Okay, then the second part we need to do is we need to multiply the fractional number of the product by the base and note down the carry generated as a next bit. Okay, what we have to do? Every step we need to multiply the product. Whatever product we will get in this step, that product we need to again multiply, okay, by the base. Product is multiplied by base. Okay, and we need to jot down the carry, and finally we have to repeat these steps up to the last carry will be obtained. Okay, so these are the steps. In this third step, what we can say again, the first in integer part, we need to list the remainder in reverse order. But here, where carries are generated, the first carry will be the MSB. Okay, the first carry will be the MSB. We will write it down. The first carry will be MSB. Okay, so these are the steps, and suppose these steps will be applicable for all the types of number system. Means if you are going to deal with binary number system, the things we need to do for the binary number system. Similarly, these steps only follow for the octal number system as well as for the hexadecimal number system. So let us do some of the examples so that the conversion will be understood by us. So first of all, we'll take conversion of decimal number into binary number system. Okay, first is conversion decimal number to binary. Okay, and we have, suppose, a number 11 base 10, and we have to convert this into a binary number. So how will I write? You just need to write 11, and we need to divide this number by base of this number at which we need to convert this. So this will be divided by 2. So 2 5s are 10. So your quotient and remainder we are going to write down here. So quotient is 5 and remainder is 1. Again we need to divide it by 2. So 2 2s are 4, means remainder is 1 and quotient is 2. Again I am going to divide this. So 2 1s are 2. So quotient is 1 and remainder is 0. So again when I will divide it, so it will be 0 and here it will be 0 and remainder will be 1. Okay, so this is your LSB, means least significant bit, and this is your MSB, that is most significant bit. And how the number we are going to write is from MSB to LSB, and the number will be 1011 binary. Okay, this is for 11, decimal 11. Decimal 11 will be represented as 1011 in binary number system. Okay, suppose we have fractional part 0.42. Suppose we can have any number for this. Okay, any number can be written for this. So suppose we will take 0.42 and we'll see how to convert this fractional part into the binary number. Okay, so I am having 0.42 decimal into, I am going to convert it into binary number system. So how I am going to do it? 0.42. What I am going to do? I am going to multiply this by the base of the number, that is 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8. 2 zeros are 0. This is the most significant bit. Okay, now the further step, 0.84 into 2. This will be 2 4s are 8. 2 8s are 16. So this will be 1.68. Okay, then we have one, suppose if we'll write this, this will be 0.68. Suppose if I will write this 1.68 and I will multiply this, the digit will be the digit comes will be 2, and that will not be included in binary number system, so that carry will be drops. That's why we are going to take this as 0.68, and we are going to again multiply this by 2. So 2 8s are 16 and 2 6s are 12, so this comes out to be 1 point. 2 8s are 16, yes, 2 8s are 16 and 2 6s are 12. So this that carry will be added over here, and 2 8s are 16, 1 and 2 6s are 12 plus 1 13, so this comes out to be 1.36. Okay, so further step will be 0.36, as I have earlier told why I am going to take this as 0.36, and it's keeping this 1. So 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, and this is 7. Okay, and this is 0.72. Further it is 0.72 into 2, and 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, so this will be 1.44. Okay, and further so on we can take, but for this we can, just now we can have the 4 digits. This will be MSB and this will be LSB, so our number will be 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, so this is the binary number for the fractional part of 0.42. So we can represent this 0.42 decimal number as 0.01101 in binary number system. Okay, so here we have seen binary and integer and fraction in 2 parts. So like this, if suppose we can have any number like which will include integer as well as, it may be 11.042, so simply 0.42. If suppose I have a number 11.42 decimal, so for 11.42 I need to solve for the integer part as well as for the fractional part, and then we need to write down both the parts. So we can have any number in such a way. We may have only integers, we may have only fractions, and we may have integer and fraction together. Okay, so this is the way we can solve. Second is we are going to see, that is conversion of decimal into octal number system. Okay, so now we are going to see decimal to octal number. Okay, so how we are going to solve this decimal to octal number system? Very much similar what we have done in for binary number system. Okay, so here what we have done in the earlier case, similar way we need to solve. So for this, suppose we consider a number 204, okay, point. Here what I am going to do, I am going to include the 2 in one number only, that is the integer part, as well as the fractional part, that is 204.6875 suppose. Okay, 6875. This is my octal number, decimal number, and I need to convert this decimal number into octal number, okay, with base 8. So very similar what we have done in case of binary number. What we are going to do, first we will take the integer part, that is 204, and I am going to divide it by 8. So when I divide this number by 8, I will get quotient and remainder. Quotient is 25 and remainder will be 4. Okay, and again when I this is 25, and when again I will divide it by 8, I will get quotient as 3, and here I will get 3. Okay, and remainder will be 1. And again when I divide it by 8, what I will get? I will get quotient as 0 and remainder as 3. Okay, so likewise in the earlier case, this is my LSD. I will say, now I will not say LSB because it's not a bit, it is nibble actually, because sorry, it is a digit, that's why I'll write it as LSD, and this is MSD. So this number will be your 204 decimal is equal to 314 octal. Okay, so first part we had already done, and now we'll see the fractional part. And let us have the fractional part. 0.6875, and now I am going to multiply this by 8, and what I'll get 0, 0, and then 0, and then 5.5. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll skip this 5 because again the number will be will not be included in the octal number system. That's why we'll take 0.5, 1 2 3 zeros, 1 2 3 zeros multiplied by 8, and I'll get this as 0 0 0, and this will be 4.0. Okay, so again we have this number as what we had over here is, first is here I have 5, and then I have 4 over here. Sorry, this is 5 and this is 4 over here. So we need to take only the carries. So the number will be 0.54, and this is the octal number system for the number 0.6875, this decimal number, which is equal to octal number. Okay, so in this way the complete number, this implies your complete number 204.6875 decimal is equal to 314.54 octal. Okay, so this is about the octal number system, and very similar to this octal number system and decimal number system, we'll convert the decimal number into hexadecimal number system. So let us see, this is the third type, that is decimal number to hexadecimal number. Okay, hexadecimal number system. Okay, so for this we'll take a number, say 2003.625. this is your decimal number. Okay, and we are going to convert this decimal number into hexadecimal number. So in a very similar manner, what we are going to do, we are first we'll take this integer part 2003, and I am going to divide this by 16, and I am going to note down the quotient as well as remainder. So for the first time, when I will divide this, I will get the quotient as 125. So here is my quotient, that is 125, and the remainder will be 3. Again, when I will divide it by 16, I will get the quotient as 7, and here I will jot down the quotient 7, and I will get the remainder 13. Okay, remainder I will get 13. Okay, now this again when I will divide this by 16, I will get 0 over here, 0 over here, and I will get the quotient as 7. Okay, now here you can observe that this hexadecimal number system includes the digit 0 to 9. Okay, and for further digits we need to so for 13 we'll get D, isn't it? For 13 we'll get D, and we can write D for 13. So similarly, this is your LSD and this is your MSD. So what I will write this number will be 7D and 3. So for 2003 decimal, it will be written as D3 hexadecimal. Okay, so for the fractional part, when we'll multiply this, we'll simply multiply this, and this will be let us see what I have, 0.625. This is decimal number and we need to convert it into hexadecimal. So simply I am going to multiply this number by 16, and when I will solve this, I will get this as 10.0000, and this 10 will be represented by A. Okay, A, and that's why our number can be written as, so this will be simply A, and the whole number, that is 625, which is a hexadecimal which is a decimal number. This number can be written as your 7D3.A, and here it is a hexadecimal number system. With this I conclude, and I hope the conversion of decimal number to another number system is can be done and can be solved number of problems by using this technique. Thank you so much.